Hello and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock with me, Mr. Beardstone, and I'm back at the Spawn Chunk Town type place thing because I needed to do some enchanting. So there was a slight incident, I may have lost a couple of pieces of my armour due to things and stuff, so I did re-enchant some armour, and I've also done a little bit more end raiding and got even more armour. However, upon my return, I found this. So you may remember that last episode we placed a bet on when we think Tiz Tom might die, what week he's going to die in, and if we win diamonds from Tiz Tom. Following that, we thought we'd have a little bit of fun, and we just basically spammed his base with pressure plates. And it turns out that I wasn't the only one that had that idea. Prowl went to do the same thing, only to discover I had already done it, which is just brilliant. But now this has happened. Tiz Tom's stuff. He's gone and moved in. So it says here, hi Beardstone, someone booby-trapped my base. Gonna live with you for a bit, you won't even know I'm here. I mean, my bedroom is now basically a collection of Tiz Tom's chests and stuff, but yep, certainly won't know, Tiz, certainly won't know, but that is absolutely hilarious. But it does make my job a little bit easier, because I am supposed to be, trying to keep him alive, I guess, for the first couple of weeks, before I then ultimately turn on him and try and murderize him, but we'll get to that, and it really annoys me that I keep spinning these around. But yeah, we'll get to that. Big news, however, the Truly Bedrock Season 2 server has been updated to 1.16, which is, of course, the Nether update. Oh, there's my face. Yeah, so we're going to be doing lots of stuff to do with that today, let's be honest. So I think first things first, I need to, all the portals and things aren't linked. There's lots to do, I think the best thing for me to do is going to be to fly over to my main base area, and once we get there, we'll hop in the portal, we'll see what's on the other side, and do a bit of exploration from there, and then try and link back up to town. Although we probably need to get the coordinates from that place and then dig from this portal to our new... I don't even know. I'm just going to start flying to my base and we'll figure it out from there. This is a little bit embarrassing. Turns out I don't actually know where my base is. And now I'm lost and I've run out of rockets. Oh, this is not a good start. I think I'm going to have to sort of see if anyone has my coordinates written down somewhere. They might be on the Discord. Let me check. So I'm doing a little bit of investigating. I'm approximately 2,000 blocks off course. My base isn't even 2,000 blocks from spawn, so I don't know. I don't know how I did that. So, well, we've got a long run ahead of us. And the funny thing is, I'm supposed to be streaming in about 10 minutes. So, yep, this stream may well be starting with me lost in the wilderness. Ah, great. What have we here? Ow! Did you? So what have we here? So this is one of the new portals that have generated, so clearly no one's been here before. What have we got? A golden hoe and loads of rubbish, but we'll take it anyway, And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually gonna yoink this as well. Lots of running later, and we've actually made it back to our base now. So today we do have a few things that we wish to do, throwing our sword away is not one of them. The main thing, of course, is going to be exploring the Nether. And we've got some more rockets here. So the main thing to do is going to be to explore the Nether. And we need to get this portal linked up to the shopping district. So I need to, I say the shopping district, I need to get it linked up to spawn, which is therefore linked to the shopping district. You know what I mean. So I need to get that sorted. And then I need to basically connect that portal to the main village here. So I may well spend a bit of time working on a path that links from this area all the way over to the portal. We'll get a nice little bridge across there. We can even make the portal island look good with some of the new stuff that has been added in the Nether update. So first things first, I think we're just going to sort out our inventory and then dive right into the Nether and see how we get on. It'd be really nice to try and get some netherite tools as well, but yeah, we might be pushing our luck with that one, but we're certainly going to try. It's times like this when you normally end up with a montage, but I have no idea what's going to happen in there at the moment. I don't know if we're going alone, I don't know if we're meeting up with other people, but I guess I'll see you back here once we're done with all that. I don't know. What is that? Well, that was really fun, and we got loads of awesome gear, so I am very happy. We blew up a grand total of about 50-60 beds, and we managed to get quite a bit of ancient debris, and we now have... Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Look, we have full netherite gear. We do have a chest plate as well, which I've actually just put in my ender chest, but we've managed to get, yeah, full netherite on absolutely everything. I've also healed up most of it, but yeah, a couple of bits still to go, and we've also got all of this stuff. So what I did was I just went and had a little look around in each of the biomes, pretty much, just grabbed a little bit here and there. I haven't done any sort of proper harvesting or anything as yet, but we have got a little taste of the Crimson Nylium, and oh, there's an ancient debris found its way in there. Marvellous! And we've also got some of the warped Nylium type stuff, and we've grabbed some soul sand and sort of glowy blocks and other bits and bobs, and we did also manage to get a piglin head, which we will proudly be placing on our wall at some point. And the last thing we did was we did some trading with the piglins. So yeah, we managed to get some soul speed books, we've also got some soul speed boots, and we did have another soul speed book which is on our boots, and I mean, just look at those boots, they are fantastic. And yeah, this was all from one stack of gold ingots, and that's a lot of stuff. The problem with a lot of stuff is you need somewhere to put that stuff, and you know what I have? Nowhere to put that stuff. So I think I'm going to make somewhere to, you know, put the stuff. Yeah. Let's go have a look around, see if we can find somewhere that might actually be suitable, because all around here is turning into a look, I haven't even got space in the chest for these random things. But there's just boxes that are just mixes of all the stuff. Oh, that one's empty. Just boxes of all the stuff and things that I need to sort out, and that's just in this very small area here. There's also the absolute mess in my ender chest. There's all this stuff, and then there's quite a lot of stuff back at my one chunk base as well that also needs to be sorted. So as much as I would like to sort this bit out and do the portal and make that all look nicey, it's kind of hard to do when you don't really know where all the stuff that you need is. So I think what we might need to do is actually focus on the storage first. And what better place for massive storage than underground? So just across from the village over here, I've got to stop doing that. Why do I keep throwing my sword? Every episode, just throw me sword. Throw it away. So over here, this is going to be our new mine entrance. This is sort of all going to link up to the mine that we've already got down there and our zombie spawner. And in here, we built up a sugarcane farm on stream, and I've started to make it look a little bit nicey. Still need to do the ceiling though. But once again, I ran into the problem of not knowing where all of my stuff is. So this kind of has gone a bit on hold, and I'm adding bits to it as I come across the things I need for it. So as well as the passive automated sugarcane farm over there, I've also got a micro farm set up here, which is fairly straightforward. You just turn it on, you plant your things, and you get more things. And over here, I have a dip in the water, but over here I've got a bit of a quicker sugarcane farm as well. So obviously none of this is zero tick or anything like that, despite the fact they removed it in 1.16 on Java. You can't do it on Bedrock anyway. So this is quite simply just a, you know, feeds it bone meal, pumps it like that. And I took Foxy's advice here, and I put trapdoors on the front of the blocks to prevent most of the sugarcane from flying out. And most of it does end up in the box down there, and I really need to stop falling in the water. But maybe I should rethink this design. I don't know. Oh dear. So further down that way, about another 2 chunks, I've started to open out an area, because I've got a row of 4 chunks and one next to it, so 5 in total, that are slime chunks. So I think we're going to make quite a nice big slime farm over there. We've got these farms here. So I'm thinking the storage maybe wants to go somewhere sort of between this area, and then we're going to put our other farms around here as well, so that when we are here, at least we're loading the farms when we're sorting out the masses of stuff we're going to do. So at this stage, I'm not planning on making this an automated storage. I don't think we need that yet. I might make a few larger storage silos for things like, you know, the gravel, the stone, and the things that we do have a lot of. But in general, I think it makes sense at the moment just to keep it to maybe barrels or something like that, and just to try and keep on top of the manual sorting in between projects. But we'll see how that goes. First things first, I guess we need to do some digging. We're going to need to dig all the things. How far down do I want this? I don't know what the corridor's going to look like design-wise. Okay, right. I've got a couple of things to figure out, and then I will meet you all back here once I figure those out, and maybe started marking out where my room's going to be. What a challenge. I've had a change of heart, and I've decided I'm not going to go underground at all. So the basic thing I'm going to do, I think for now, is to build something outside of the village walls. So we've got a nice big area here behind me. It's just not very flat or anything at the moment, and I do need to gather myself some resources as well. So what I'm thinking is, over here, we're going to build like a sort of warehousey type structure, and it's going to be the biggest building around here. And we can put in lots of custom trees and so on, and we'll blend it in and make it look all nicey. But the idea is it's going to have enough room in there for storage using mainly barrels and shulkers, because that way I'm going to be able to store vast quantities of items, but I'm not going to have an absolutely ginormous structure, which is not something I want here, especially at the moment. Possibly later on, but we'll save that discussion for another episode. For now, though, I'm thinking I need to plant some of these. Let's get some of these down. And I believe in 1.16 they made a thing that means I can now get podzol. Yes, podzol. Amazing. I love podzol. Podzol and pickles. Gotta love them. I'm gonna cut down these spruce trees, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to landscape the area because it's a little bit lumpy around here. There's definitely needs flattening out, and I'm gonna gather up all the precious podzol, and then I'm gonna make a place to store it all. So I will meet you guys back here probably once I've terraformed a little bit and got the sort of floor plan, the footprint, I should say, of the building laid out. And I've completely messed this up, haven't I? Oh, mate. A short while later, and I've grown up those trees, I've chopped them down, and of course, as I said, they were making podzol, which I was very excited about, because, you know, in Java you plant a tree, you grow it up, one of those big tall spruce trees, and you get a layer of podzol. You know, the top layer turns into podzol. Turns out on Bedrock it's slightly different. Look at this. All of that was podzol. I mean, I'm not complaining, I absolutely love podzol, but it was like 4 layers deep, 5 layers. What's that all about? What's that all about? Fine. I mean, as I say, I like podzol. It's not a big issue. And, you know, now I've got like half a shulker chest full of it. So I guess I'm just going to use all the dirt to fill this hole back in again. The shape of the terrain around here is looking a lot better now, and I think I'm ready to start laying in the footprint of our warehouse. And as I said, it's going to go around here somewhere, so I think I'm just going to crack on with that. And I guess, well, you probably know what time it is. It happens all the time whenever I build things. Let's go.
Let's take the week off, fly to Copenhagen, bask in the passage where we nearly made it. Meet with all the old folks, let's play Frank Sinatra, Ollie and Daisy, come and see us play. Life is good, life is good, life is good to me.
This has taken a lot longer than I care to admit, but I am thrilled with how this has come out. I was actually up most of the night. I think I got to bed about sort of 4 in the morning in the end, bearing in mind I started the build at about 8 in the evening. And this is basically where we got to. I've added a little bit extra this morning, just started on the terraforming out the front here, do a bit of texturing. But what I've done is essentially taken the palette from my one chunk house and just made it bigger. So I've got a very different layout on the inside and on the outside, but I've taken inspiration from that. Because this is right by the mine entrance here, I thought it would be nice to sort of carry that theme across. We're going to get minecarts down here, and I've got a few plans throughout the back here as well, but I'm not going to talk about those just yet. On the inside, I've gone with a very different type of layout to what you'd usually expect. I've used barrels and shulkers for my system, and the idea with this is I can come along, I can just dump the different stone types into these shulkers, and then when they're full, I can move that shulker into the box below, grab a fresh shulker from over here somewhere, and then, you know, just replace it. And that means if I just need loads and loads of cobble, I can run in, grab a shulker, and just, you know, go off and do my thing. I've got the main things that I'll be digging out of pretty much everywhere, sort of, you know, your most common blocks all at the top here, which have got their own shulker box and storage for the shulkers. Actually, in these top bits here, I'm putting the variants, so that's where you're going to get the slabs, the stairs, the walls, and so on for all the different things that are needed. I will be putting red sand there as well. That is the thing that's missing from this particular area. I do have some somewhere, but it's just in my mess of stuff and things. Just behind that, over this side, I've got all my nether stuff, so I'm going to have netherrack, I've got all my different types of blackstone, and I'm going to put soul sand and soul soil in that side, and all the sort of nylium bits are going to go here. So we're going to have a column for red, a column for blue, and yeah, just a couple of other random chests dotted about. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use them for yet. I've also got piles of boxes and things out here that I can just stick frames on as and when I need them. And then we've got another couple of floors, which we'll get to in just a moment, but the server's about to restart, so I'll be right back. And we're back. As we head upstairs, I've got a lot more space up here, so I'm probably going to be putting all my sort of woods and leaves and saplings and general sort of greenery, naturey type things are going to go on this floor up here. And we've got space in the ceiling as well, so plenty of space to expand if we need to. And we've also got a big platform out here, so this is probably going to be mainly used for overflow storage. So my thinking is I'll just dump extra chests of sort of whatever I need and just label them accordingly. It's going to be quite mishmash up here, not too organised, but the main organisation is going to be inside the building. Back inside, we've also got a mezzanine floor up here, so this is where I'm going to put my richeties. We don't need too many boxes for that, so it's just going to be sort of, you know, diamonds, iron, gold, things like that are all going to live up here. And then we've got a further floor up here, and this is where the sort of, you know, more knick-knacky type things are going to be. So, you know, your leather, your books, paper, all those sort of generalised things. I'm going to make space for those up here. We've also got a couple of balconies upstairs, so these are purely for looks. They're not really very functional unless you wanted to, you know, take off from here. Not a problem with that. And there's one on the other side that then sort of links up to where the crane thing is and looks down on that, which is currently just full of coal ore, but you know, one day I'd like to turn all that into diamonds too. It is, I think. We like diamonds. So from here you can get a better view of the roof. I've still got a few finer details I want to do. I've used a bit of terracotta here. I do intend on getting a few sort of dead bushes in and a few sort of, probably replace a few of these with dirt and get a few bits of tufts of grass and things growing. Nothing too much, but once I've done with this area, there's going to be quite a few trees and things around here, so I do want to integrate a bit more of the foliage onto this side of the building. But as I said, I do also have plans for this particular wall here. For now, I'm just going to be leaving it completely blank, as is. And, yeah, further down the line, we'll see if that plan comes to fruition. If not, we'll go back and do some detailing later. And that, folks, is where I'm going to have to leave things for now, because if I carry on any longer, then this episode's never going to get out. It's already going to be a little bit late. I will be switching up my video schedule from now on, so my videos, instead of coming out on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they're going to be on a Tuesday and a Thursday. My streams on Twitch are on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday, however, so you still get 5 days of glorious, wonderful content. And, you know, occasionally there might be some extra videos as well, but I am working full-time again now, so I do need to make sure that I'm focusing on that, and I'm not overworking myself and burning myself out, because nobody wants that. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do remember to like and subscribe, and I'm absolutely terrified right now. I thought I'd come to the Nether to do this, because, you know, it's my first episode from the new Nether, and oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. This place is terrifying. But, yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.